Coca-Cola has sponsored this year's UN climate conference. Yes, Coca-Cola, the biggest plastic waste producer in the world. So I can't use straws anymore because, save the turtles.
What am I supposed to do with this?
But Coca-Cola, that produces tons of plastic waste every year, can sponsor a climate summit. These people are just laughing in our faces now. How are we supposed to take climate change serious when they're letting things like this happen? It makes you really wonder if they actually care about helping the climate, or if it's just a facade to keep climate change activists happy. And thankfully, they're not. Climate change activists have labelled this as greenwashing. Now if you don't know what this is, don't worry, I didn't either before making this video. Greenwashing is the process of conveying a false impression or providing misleading information about how a company's products are more environmentally sound. Greenwashing is considered an unsubstantiated claim to deceive consumers into believing that a company's products are environmentally friendly. So basically, it's trying to fool the public that your products are environmentally friendly and that your company cares about the environment, when in reality they don't. And that's what Coca-Cola is doing. In the past, Coca-Cola actually had a way more effective system with the use of refillable glass bottles. I wasn't alive when this was taking place, so I never actually got to see this, but essentially you'd leave a deposit when you purchased the Coke, and if you brought the glass bottle back, they would return the deposit, kind of ensuring that people would bring the bottle back instead of just dumping it somewhere. And because these bottles were made of glass, they could just wash and refill them. However, with the plastic revolution, Coca-Cola saw an opportunity to essentially lower costs but be able to produce billions of more bottles. And given that the plastic bottles were lighter, they could transport them around the world for cheaper, while also saving the hassle of having to reuse the glass bottles. And Coca-Cola did all this without considering one thing: the environment. Coca-Cola, with more than 500 brands, sells more than 100 billion plastic bottles every year. This roughly equates to 200,000 bottles a minute. Of these, an unrecoverable large part ends up in the environment, and definitely in places where waste is not collected and processed. It doesn't matter if Coca-Cola claims that their bottles can be recycled, if no one is actually recycling them. And good luck trying to recycle 100 billion bottles a year. It also doesn't help their case that the Coca-Cola company has been named the world's biggest polluter for the 4th year in a row. Currently 99% of global plastic is produced from fossil fuels in a process called cracking, which produces greenhouse gas emissions and drives climate change. And the funny thing is, not only is this company a ginormous plastic polluter, they have also lied in the past about their efforts to fight against their plastic contamination. They made a promise that by 2015, 25% of the plastic they used to make their plastic bottles would be recycled plastic, but then in an interview in 2018, admitted this number was only still 7%.
Le pourcentage de plastique recyclé que Coca-Cola met dans ses bouteilles à l'échelle mondiale aujourd'hui.
D'accord. À l'échelle mondiale, on a du travail à faire. On est à 7%.
Affirmé, a intégré 25% de plastique recyclé en 2015. Donc là, on est en 2018, on est toujours très très loin du compte. Vous le dites vous-même, dans le monde, la proportion de plastique recyclé dans...
And as you can see, instead of taking responsibility for setting false targets for themselves to the public, he tries to divert attention to the present and what they're doing now. But how can anyone trust any promises they make from now on when they fail to hold up the ones they've made in the past? The beautiful country of Tanzania is a prime example of Coca-Cola's plastic irresponsibility. The fact that a country boasting with so much beautiful nature can end up looking like this really makes you question if Coca-Cola actually cares about the environment and if it should be anywhere near a climate conference, let alone sponsor one.